Have my T1-11 siding board that I'm going to put up to match the other part of the wall on the house on the outside. This is kind of like a tongue and groove. I'm going to cut it from the back side, have it on my sawhorse. Put another stud right there to nail to, because this was going to fall at my 4-foot mark. All my grooves going to line up. I got all my studs marked, so I know where to put a nail at. Get a straight edge. Give me a light pencil mark. I know where the studs is at. That way I won't waste the nail by missing the stud. Not only am I going to have to cut the height, I'm also going to have to cut the width. I'm going to have to trim some off because the space that I'm working with is not 48 inches. It's only about 44 1/4. If you've never done any cutting and measuring before, sometimes you got to learn how to work backwards, if you understand what I'm saying. So I'm laying this down, but when I pick it up, I'm going to have to flip it over, turn it around like this, and put it in my space. This is what I was talking about, working backwards. You have to turn around, come like this, and then I'm going to have to flip it around and it go up that way. That's what I'm talking about. You have to see it and work with it backwards in your mind and flip it over from the back side. That's that tongue and groove right here and right here. So just a hair, but that's why I was telling you, when you're working with different frames and stuff, if it's square or not. Not bad. Just off a little hair right here. I'll play with it a little bit on this corner right here. I just had to skim a little bit, about 1/8 of an inch. When you finish, might want to get you some kind of waterproof caulking, some silicone. Go on your joints at your seams. Then go back with your rag, wipe it down real good. Then what I've used, it went on a white color, but it's going to dry clear. But anyways, just wipe it down good, make it look pretty neat, and then come back, paint over top of it, match that with the rest of the wall. Everything you've done here, gonna do the same thing on the other side. Got this other side caulked, wiped down. When it's dry, we'll come back and paint it. Have my T1-11 board in, so now I can finish putting my window in. When doing construction, you put your sheathing up, and then you put house wrap or tie back. Cut your your house wrapper tied back, fold it back around your window frame, have you some flashing or whatever you want to put right there. Take silicone and put it around your opening and then slide your window in. You just don't have all that, but I'm still going to put my silicone around this window opening. After you put the silicone all the way around this opening, last thing to do, put the window in place. And that's good. And screw it down. That's all there is to it. Now you got your good bit of silicone in now. When you screw your screws tight, and it starts coming out along the edges. Up to you, you want to put screws in all the holes, but I put screws in every hole around the window. Went back with my rag, wipe that excess silicone away. This is what it looked like. Got this one in to match the old one. You go back and put some trim around it, just like the old one, and then paint it. That part will be finished.